The internet has been on fire lately, and the flames are coming straight from Justin Bieber's corner. For years, the on-again, off-again romance between Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez dominated headlines. But now, as Selena Gomez takes a huge step forward in her life, getting engaged to Benny Blanco, fans are noticing a sharp, chaotic shift in Bieber's public behavior, liking and unliking suspicious posts about Selena and her new fiancé, Benny Blanco. And while Selena is basking in the glow of love and public support, Justin seems to be stuck in a storm of his own making. First, he shared a post featuring the heartbreak anthem "I Wish" by Carl Thomas, a song that screams regret and longing. The timing couldn't be more obvious, and fans weren't buying the idea that it was a coincidence. This wasn't just a throwback track. This was a message, and it was loud. What followed was a cascade of strange online moves. One moment, Justin was posting cryptic religious quotes. The next, he was unfollowing his wife Hailey Bieber on Instagram, only to claim later that it was a mistake or done by someone else. Naturally, no one believed it. Then came the post about being tired of transactional relationships. Mind you, this is a man who has been married for nearly a decade and is a father. Who exactly was that post about? The subtext couldn't have been more glaring if it wore a neon sign. Many fans interpreted it as a jab at Hailey, and perhaps even a deeper cry for something or someone he felt was missing. Meanwhile, he continued to follow and unfollow people in Selena's orbit, including Benny Blanco himself. That move left the internet stunned. Was it a peace offering, an olive branch, or just more emotional chaos from a man struggling with his past and uncertain about his present? Adding more fuel to the fire, Justin has been posting suspicious Instagram stories. Some religious, others emotional, and many of them incredibly vague, but dripping with meaning. They're the kind of posts you make when you want people to ask what's wrong without directly saying it. And let's not forget the now infamous Mother's Day post he made to Hailey. Instead of a loving tribute or a grateful message about motherhood, the caption came off stiff and distant, even awkward. Then came one of the more eyebrow-raising moments in recent weeks. Justin Bieber, a married man and a father, spotted at a strip club. The footage went viral, and so did the criticism. The optics weren't great. While it's not illegal or even particularly rare for celebrities to party, what made this different was the timing, the context, and the contrast between his so-called domestic life and what he was putting out into the public. This is the same guy who tells people he's a changed man, a man of faith, a family-first guy. But being caught in that environment, especially when he's supposedly in a long-term marriage with children, sent a very different message. Another incident that had fans raising their eyebrows came when Justin posted a story that read, "Imagine doubting your wife's potential just because she argued with you." While that statement could easily be seen as a moment of reflection or advice to others, given the context of his relationship with Hailey and their recent rumors of tension, fans speculated it was more personal. Many interpreted it as a direct dig at Hailey. Fans and observers are confused more than anything. Is he projecting? Is he spiraling? Is he angry at himself? The answers aren't clear, but what is evident is that something isn't sitting right with the former teen idol. Justin's look, too, has changed, and not in a flattering, fashionable way. Fans have noted that he's dressing differently, appearing more disheveled, and generally giving off a vibe that's far from the polished, clean-cut image we've seen in recent years. Of course, everyone's allowed to evolve and express themselves, but in this context, it's all feeding into a narrative that something is deeply off. Even paparazzi photos of Justin lately show him looking distant, tired, and sometimes even angry. Nothing like the man who once said he had found peace.
The problem here isn't just one of image. It's about perception, timing, and the emotional residue of a love story that never quite had closure.
Selena Gomez's engagement has clearly triggered something in Justin. Whether it's regret, jealousy, or simply the realization that she's moved on for good, his actions are showing that he's not as okay as he claims to be. Some fans believe that Justin is in a full-blown identity crisis. He was the biggest pop star in the world at 16, and now, in his early 30s, he's being forced to watch the woman he once loved settle down with someone else. To make matters worse,
That someone else, Benny Blanco, is part of the same industry circle. He can't escape it. Every scroll, every like, every post about Selena becomes a reminder of what could have been. And instead of processing it privately, Justin seems to be unraveling it publicly, one Instagram story at a time. What makes all of this more complicated is the fan base. The Beliebers are loyal, but even they are starting to voice concern. Many of them are calling for Justin to take a break from social media. Others are more skeptical, believing that this entire meltdown is just a calculated PR move. But if this is PR, it's a disastrous one. Every move he's making is alienating fans, raising eyebrows, and making people question what's really going on behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Hailey Bieber is stuck in the middle of all of this. She's become the unintentional villain in a love triangle that should have ended years ago. As the days go on and more suspicious posts keep rolling out of Justin's social media feed, the world is watching and wondering. Will he address what's really going on? Or will this all be swept under the rug until the next public outburst, the next cryptic lyric, the next moment of drama? Because one thing is certain, the Justin Bieber we're seeing now is not the same person fans knew a decade ago.